UN Council, Israel intentionally shot children and journalists in Gaza.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Investigative Committee of the United Nations Human Rights Council that has been looking into the most recent round of violence on the Israel-Gaza border presented its findings on Thursday, saying it found reasonable grounds that Israeli security forces violated international law. Foreign Minister Yisrael Katz rejected the report outright and called the Council a theater of the absurd, adding that they had produced another hostile report, false and biased against Israel. He said the report is based on falsified information that was not even checked, and that its entire goal is to defame the only democracy in the Middle East and its right to defend itself against the terrorism of a murderous organization. Late last year, Hamas activists began to send incendiary devices attached to balloons and kites from the Gaza Strip into Israel, starting numerous fires and leading to losses of cultivated fields and natural open spaces. The Council also found that Israel directly shot at journalists who had clearly distinguished themselves as such. When asked whether Israel intentionally shoots children and journalists, Council member Sarah Hussein confirmed, saying the Council believes Israel knew they were children and journalists and shot them nonetheless. Anne Herzberg, NGO Monitor's legal advisor and UN liaison, also rejected the report, saying, the UN Human Rights Council, dominated by dictators and rights abusers, has issued yet another absurd report whitewashing Hamas terrorism while condemning Israel for protecting its citizens. It is laughable that the UN treats cross-border violence as the same as a domestic policing situation. The Commission found reasonable grounds to believe that Israel violated those rights when its forces used lethal force against children who did not pose an imminent threat of death or serious injury to others at the time they were shot, the report adds.
This post received a score of 16,688, with an upvote ratio of 85%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They also directly shot at aid workers on at least one occasion.
It's troubling the amount of people saying X does it too, edit, I'm muting this shit.
Right. Massive fataboutism, none of it is excusable.
If the other kids jumped off a nuclear war, would you do it too? Maybe, says most major nuclear powers probably.
Mutually assured destruction means that everyone needs to believe that they will, to stop anyone from going first.
It's stupid. You'd be a fool to use nuclear as a first resort, and what constitutes the last resort? We will only use nukes to defend ourselves, and how can we defend ourselves by committing suicide? Yes, Prime Minister, the grand design satirizes this well.
Let's see, we have heavy checkmark ad hominem attack. Heavy checkmark, what about other countries? Like insert extremely poor third world country here that is in no way comparable to Israel. Heavy checkmark victim blaming. Heavy checkmark blatant apologism. Thread is right on track, guys, keep it rolling.
You forgot, places don't shoot people, people shoot people.
Places don't shoot people, people shoot people. Why are you criticizing the Israeli people, you anti-Semite?
It's annoying as fuck how often some people take any criticism of Israel's policies or actions as anti-Semitism. It's a government like any other, so it shouldn't be immune to criticism. No country should.
It's an easy counter-argument that takes no effort or thought but allows you to disregard the criticism because the person criticizing is now lower than you because they're an anti-Semite regardless of the content of the criticism.
Yes, we shoot children, but so do X countries. Direct the outrage at them. It's unfair our crime is singled out. If this is the best defense you can come up with, it's no defense at all.
Whenever I see this I think, because you are our allies. I have higher standard of who my friends are than I do of the average person. Criticism of Israel equals antisemitism. Glad to see that hasn't changed.
ITT. It's like clockwork.
Normally I'm more neutral on these things, but their arguments were garbage in here lol. Trying to compare Gaza to Venezuela like it proves everyone Israel is fighting is just a lazy, fat cat who deserved to be shot, even if they were children or journalists. Just chill out guys, they were fat journalists and kids, so killing them was okay.
Mostly they just attack the UN as an institution and don't even attempt to defend the actions of their military.
Because they know they're indefensible.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by SMMRY.com, without any human intervention.